Hey guys, welcome back to the Creative Shack. My name's Lisa, and today we are going to do something completely different. We are going to create an Alice in Wonderland creation. Now, I feel like I'm going to go on to YouTube and show you my Disney creations that I actually came up with, and I wanted to gather some supplies, so I wanted to start out with Alice in Wonderland. I am not a fan of Alice in Wonderland, but as of last year, I actually liked the story behind it. I decided to create a creation with my Cricut machine, and I came up with something like this. Look how awesome this is. So this is like a work of art, guys. I did this by hand with just distressing the paper. This is all in vinyl. This is in vinyl from my Cricut machine, and all I did was put it on a plank of wood, and you can hang it up. And I just took some of like these like clocks, distress it a little bit. This stuff is from Tim, and look how beautiful this is. This is so me. This is a great gift for somebody or yourself. I will not sell this because this is something dear to my heart. I absolutely loved making something like this. So anyway, I wanted to come on here and show you how I like create stuff from Disney. That's like in my head. I decided to grab a couple supplies from online, and I saw stuff on sale. So I wanted to talk to you about a box. So I wanted to find a box. I found this gem at a garage sale for 50 cents, guys. Yep, so you never know what you're gonna find at a garage sale. You can get a box like this from Hobby Lobby to Michael's to Joann's, but you're definitely going to pay more than 50 cents. So I just like the size of this as well. I don't know what this was used from, but I am from actually New York. So this is actually right near me. But yeah, we're going to cover this up. Okay. Now, I did pick up some of these that were on sale at Hobby Lobby. I don't remember if this one was, but I did get it for 50% off or lower. But look at these little teapots, $1.49, guys. And then I found like these really pretty keys for $1.24. So I thought this was really cute. These are in the fairy tale jewelry section in Hobby Lobby, guys. This is so cute. If you can read this, this one says Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and this one says Through the Looking Glass. So I thought that was really cool. Then I went on Temu, and this is where I got like my creation because it started out with paper. Okay, that's all I will tell you. It started out with paper. Temu is a great way to get scrap paper to cardstock paper, that type of thing. This was all in an Alice in Wonderland collection, and I think I paid $2, maybe $3. It was so dirt cheap. And you guys, look how beautiful this is. And this was actually like a Halloween Alice in Wonderland collection, and I thought this was beautiful. So, and it came with all of this, and look at this. You can cut out these like little tags. And then this one is one of my favorites. So I got those. And then I got these stickers. Okay, and I just wanted to show you before we start the project. These are all stickers. Okay, look how cute these are. They're like vintage Alice in Wonderland. I got all of these. I think it was $2, maybe $1 something. They were super, super cheap. And then this one I got for like $3.50, somewhere around there. And it comes in this little pouch, and it comes with this twine. And actually, I thought this was actually really cool. It comes with all these beautiful stickers. which are very different. And to be honest with you guys, there's no duplicates, which is amazing. No duplicates at all. I mean, Temu is up their game. So you have paper cutouts, and you have sticker cutouts, some tags, and then it came with some of these like little papers and some of these bigger papers. And look at that. You can make like a little box, a little doily on top of that. Super, super cute. I love this kind of stuff. And I like how it just comes in like this little pouch. So you guys, let's get started with this creation, okay? So what you're gonna do is to get a wooden box, I would definitely sand this really quick. I'm going to find a piece of paper that I want to put on top of that Sisters Are Forever image, just to cover that up. So I decided to choose this image, and all I'm doing is actually getting a glue stick and putting it right on top of that box. Now after that, I'm going to sand the edges off, and that will give it a really crisp line all the way around. And then after that, I decided to actually take this other scrapbook piece of paper, and I kind of want to cover the sides up, especially with that New York saying on the front of it. So I'm just tracing it, cutting it, and then I'm going to put it on with a glue stick, and then I'm going to sand the edges as well. Now I actually took more paper and I actually did the top of the chest. I think it just looks better and it does flow. You can actually do the scrapbook paper all the way around if you would like. So then after that, I actually decided to go inside the box and just stain the edges brown with my Waverly wax. After that, I actually had one of these like frames that you can get at Hobby Lobby. They come in a 4-pack, and I decided to paint this a dark green color. While that was drying, I decided to take the same scrapbook piece of paper and do a backing. So all I did was just kind of size it, measure it, and then glue that right on the back of the box. So it doesn't look so plain. It just gives it a little bit more character, texture. So I actually wanted to make this green frame into a mirror. So I pulled out some scrapbook piece of paper. It's a shiny silver paper. It kind of looks like a mirror. So all I'm doing is sizing this. I'm going to cut it out to size, and then I'm going to put it on the backing of the box so it kind of looks like 3D. So then after that, I went on my Cricut machine because I wanted to make this look like she's going through the mirror, and I'm trying to find the iconic symbol, and I actually found it on Cricut Design Space. So all I did was cut it out with my Cricut, and I'm going to put the transfer tape on and then pull it off, and then what I'm going to do is try to eyeball this right in the middle. Now mine is not completely centered, but that's okay, it works out. So then after that, I decided to put the mirror right onto the back of the box with hot glue. And then after that, here comes the fun part, guys. Now we're gonna fill this box. I took some of my moss that I already had. You can get moss at Dollar Tree. I got this at Hobby Lobby, clearanced out. So it was like different colors of moss, which I really like. So all I did was just hot glue that right into the box on different spots. Now, if you are going to sell this, you definitely need to hot glue that or anything possible so it does not move. And then what you can see here is I'm pulling out these stickers. I'm pulling out the stickers. I'm pulling out the cutouts, that type of thing, and trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So I actually wanted to make a little table. So I actually pulled out a wooden desk that I already had and a pizza table. Okay, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of scrapbook piece of paper I want to make it look like the top of a table. So I pulled out some of this scrapbook piece of paper. This one actually came from Hobby Lobby as well. Cut it to size, sanded off on the edges to make it more crisp. And then I took the table and all I did was hot glue the disc on top of the table. And I just painted the legs black as well. So I'm trying to figure out where to put this table, and I'm going to hot glue this right into the box. After that, I decided to take this little Alice in Wonderland sticker that came in that pack and just kind of use this distress photo ink and just smudging it so it looks old. And then I'm just taking one of those blocks that you can get at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue her right onto that block and then gluing that right onto the box. After that, I wanted to pull out these little tea kettles that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I actually glued one of them right onto that little table. So it looks like a little tea party. And then I pulled out the little books and I glued one right onto the table. And then I pulled out these little dried flowers, and these are actually from Hobby Lobby. I smushed them a little bit, and then what I did was I took some red paint and dabbed the red paint all over the dried flowers, just so it looks like the red roses from Alice in Wonderland. And all I did was just hot glue that right onto the box. I had some of these little mini cards that you can get at Temu. You can get like 50 of them for like 20 cents. So I actually glued those in there. And then this clock I got at Hobby Lobby in the jewelry section. So I was just trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do, because I really wanted the clock in here and I wanted that other book and I wanted that key. So I decided to deal with the bigger clock. And then I decided to use this key instead of the shiny gold keys. And I just wanted to figure out where I was going to put that. So I decided to just put it right here. So I just hot glued that right onto there, and I hot glued the other book right into the moss. Look how stinking cute this is, guys. This is so cute. I felt like it needed a little something more, so I pulled out my metallic bronze paint, and all I did was dry brush that right onto the frame. And then I felt like it needed a little bit more, so I pulled out that paper and I found these little teapots, so I decided to put them on the sides of the box. I sanded them down as well, and then I decided to use another strip of one of those borders and just trying to make it more of that iconic Alice in Wonderland. So I love how this one has like little keyholes, so I decided to put that right in the back of the box like so. So then after that, I decided to do more of this kind of paper, and I wanted to cover the sides a little bit more with this iconic Alice in Wonderland paper. So I did that. I'm glad I did that because it does look way better than the brown. And then all I did was go in and sand that down. And look at this beautiful creation, guys. I absolutely love this. This was my favorite one for today. I love the little details. I love the miniature little things in here. It actually brings you back to Alice in Wonderland, in my opinion. You guys can add more or less, that type of thing. It's all about you and what you like in that movie. So for the second DIY, we're going to start out with these two main pieces. So I actually picked up this wreath from a garage sale, and then I actually grabbed this circle disc from Dollar Tree, and it fits perfectly in between the wreath. I pulled out my metallic silver paint. I want this to look like a mirror. So you can use a dry brushing effect like what I'm using, or you can cover it all up with the silver paint. This is totally up to you. So I wanted to secure this wooden disc to the wreath, so I decided to take some twine and weaving that through the wreath and then securing that with a couple knots. You can glue this onto the wreath. I don't suggest that. I rather tie it so you know it is secure. So I did that on both sides. And then after that, I wanted to take the saying, printed it out on my Cricut through the looking glass, and put that right in the center of the wreath. And then what I decided to do is I'm taking those flowers once again and dabbing them with red paint. And then I am going to put some of this ribbon through. I found this at Dollar Tree. This definitely looks like Alice in Wonderland vibes. So I am weaving this through a couple times. And then I'm pulling out those stickers. So I'm just hot gluing these stickers right onto the wreath. And you can do as more or less, it's totally up to you. I decided to do quite a bit. I wanted that ribbon to stand out as well, so I was trying to figure out which ones I wanted to pick out, and then I decided to go back in and put a little bit more of ribbon through that. So I like the vintage tags in here. I love that little clock. And then I found these like little tickets in there, and then I cut out one of these like little it looks like a little playing card. I cut one of those out from the sheet of scrapbook paper, and then all I did was kind of weave that ribbon right through again, and I decided to put another piece of ribbon right there as well, just so the ribbon can stand out a little bit more. It actually makes it look a little bit more high-end in my opinion. Now these flowers do have a wire on the back of them, so I just kind of weaved it through so it secures it, and then I just put a little bit of hot glue so it can stay in place. I did put another flower in there as well. And then after that, I actually pulled out some of these locks and keys that I actually already had. You can buy these on Amazon, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, that type of thing. So I decided to take some twine and kind of pull that through and knot that right on the top of the wreath. And I like how it kind of like dangles there as well. I decided to take the lock and put some twine on there and put it right next to that key, and it just gives it that more of that Alice in Wonderland feel. And then after that, I decided to take another sticker and take that antique photo and smudge that sticker so it looks more antique-ish, and then placing her right into the mirror. And look at that, guys. This is gorgeous. I absolutely love this one. I love all the detail on here, and those stickers do make that. So for the third DIY, we're going to start out with this frame that I got at the Goodwill. And I wanted to start out with this photo. I absolutely love this photo. So I'm trying to fit this to size onto this frame because it does have like a close clip thing to it. And then I wanted to use a backing. So I decided to use this scrapbook piece of paper that came with that pack at Alice in Wonderland. And I'm cutting the corners off and placing that right onto the heart paper. And then I'm going to cut it to size. And then I'm going to cut those corners off as well. You don't have to cut the corners. I like to cut the corners because it just looks, for me, it looks better. I hate cutting a straight line, so it actually makes it look a little bit better. So it does fit. So then after that, I decided to place that right into there. And then I wanted to put one of these stickers right on the edge of the frame. One of these keys, one of these like clocks I found at Hobby Lobby, and I just kind of strung that in between the bow. I thought that was really a cute little touch to add. And then after that, I felt like it needed a little bit more. I wanted to make it more Alice in Wonderland vibes, so I decided to take the key and placing that right onto that photo. And then I decided to take one of these little bottles from Dollar Tree. You can get them in a pack of 8. And I took some of this like blue confetti that you can also get at Dollar Tree, fill it up. And yes, guys, we are going to make a little bottle that says drink me. So all I did was write drink me onto a little white sheet of paper, cut that out to size, make it look like a little tag, cut the little corners off, and taking that antique photo by Tim Holtz and smudging that, and then taking a little Sharpie and kind of coloring the little edges so it looks vintage. I decided to wrap it with a little bit of twine, giving it just a little bit of a loop there and kind of securing that with hot glue. And then I'm going to just stick that drink me little tag right onto that twine. And look how stinking cute that little thing is. So I am going back into smudging the photo as well. And then I'm just going to place this little drink me potion bottle right in that corner. And look how cute this is. I love this one. This one was very simple, and it definitely looks like you actually bought it somewhere. So you guys, if you guys like these things, give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't subscribe, you can always subscribe. And we'll see our next one. Bye guys. Take care.